Hey everyone, it's Megan. I'm here at the gym and it's Workout Wednesday, official. I'm going to be doing now videos every Wednesday, taking requests for anybody who wants to know, hey Megan, how do you do this workout properly, or how not to do it, or what is the point of doing this exercise. Anything you guys want me to do, just request it, send me a message in my inbox, or just post it on my wall on my athlete page, and I'll try to get to as many as possible on Wednesdays. I'm going to just right now just try to do one because I'm not getting a whole lot of requests right now. My fan page is still kind of new. It's quickly growing. Thank you for everybody who's sharing in my page and all the comments and motivational comments or whatever that I've been getting. Thank you so much. It definitely keeps me going when I'm having an off day, which has been kind of like this week so far. So for my friend, actually, Jeff, had requested last week to go over squats. So today there's no squat rack free out on the floor, so I'm actually here in the aerobics room. I've just grabbed a small barbell and threw some light weight on it, just so I can talk and work on my form without having too much weight on my shoulders, and trying to talk through on how to do a squat properly. So first going to go over how not to do a squat. So I'm going to grab my barbell. You always want to put it, see, so many people put the bar right on the back of their neck. You don't want to do that. Also, another thing to do, try to move so you guys can see me, people that push off from their toes when they go down to a squat. So many times I see out on the floor, and men mostly do this instead of women. They actually will come down on their toes and lift their heels up. And they won't come down far enough. They only come here, and they're leaning over their toes. You never want, and their knees are going over their toes. You never want your knees or your body to go over your toes. That is one way of asking for an injury or a blown knee. You always want to sit back in your heels, okay, and put all the weight in your butt, because it's a squat. You're working on your butt, not on your knees. So here we go. That's how you're supposed to do it. So the bar is supposed to go like resting right on like your shoulders or your traps. It's kind of like a nice cushion area. Hands about, this bar is really short, so I can't really tell you where, but for right now it's like a wide grip. You don't want to go too far out, and you don't want to come too close in. And you also want to kind of keep your elbows right underneath the bar. It's going to keep your back nice and aligned. Keep your head straight. Don't cock your head back and look like that. Don't look down at the ground, because as soon as you look down at the ground, you're going to go forward when you're trying to push back up. Okay, so here we go. So you're going to sit back into your heels, and you almost want to turn your toes up towards the ceiling. So you're going to sit back into your heels, sit back into your butt, and this is parallel. Parallel is good. Just above parallel is not bad. Parallel is better, and then when someone says go into the hole for a squat, way down here, okay? Keep your head neutral, elbows underneath the bar, and push back up with your heels through your glutes. Now, girls, using heavy weight to get that butt that you've always dreamed of, that nice fitness model ass that you've always wanted, your legs and your glutes are the strongest muscles in your body, so use heavy weight. That's the only way you're going to get that nice curvy butt. And for guys, get off your toes. So again, when you have the bar behind your shoulders, behind your neck, and your feet should be shoulder width apart, there's so many different variations of squats. There's wide stance, so I'll face you so you can see. Shoulder width apart, simple. Feet are exactly right underneath where both your shoulders are. Wide would be just outside, and sometimes, sometimes it's more comfortable for people to turn their toes out a little bit. And again, still, sit into your heels, back, look up towards the ceiling, and push back up with your heels. And always breathe out when you're executing an exercise. It's going to give you more power and more stability to push out through that weight. You can also do close. Some people do really close together. Some people do like a couple inches apart with their feet. Again, sit and press back up. Another different variation of a squat is the front squat. which you take the bar, okay, and you put it on your shoulders. I'm going to come a little bit closer to the camera. And I see people like it right on their neck. Basically, just gonna, kind of hard to see, keep your forearms parallel to the floor, and it's gonna rest right into the crease of where your shoulder is and your collarbone. And then you can just put your fingers, here, I'll come a little closer. This feels weird. A little closer just to kind of like stabilize the bar. Now by transferring the weight to the front of your shoulders, in front of your head, you've automatically, when you start doing a squat, more of the weight is going to target more of the front of your legs, so more of your quads in the front. When the weight's in the back behind your head, it's more in your glutes and your hamstrings and your calves. So for this one, same thing. Head parallel, looking straight ahead, sit back down in your butt, like you're going to sit down into an invisible chair. Look up, eyes up towards the ceiling, push back up. So that's pretty much it. I can't really think of anything else. If I missed anything, call me out on it, please. Other than that, that's how you properly execute a squat. Again, everybody, do not go like this, up onto your toes, and then push back up, and your heels come off the ground. You want to make sure your heels are planted on the floor and all the weight is back in your butt. When you're doing a squat on a Smith machine, and I would do it, but again, there's no Smith machine available right now, I just checked. Don't put your feet straight underneath you, because most Smith machines have like a slant to them a little bit. You want your feet about, it's kind of hard for me to say, but like just a little couple inches out in front of you. So when you come down, you can sit into your glutes and get all the weight into your glutes. So again, proper form for a squat. Just above parallel, parallel, below parallel, aka in the hole. Push back up through your heels. None of this is a half squat, and some people can do it on their toes. I've seen like some girls do it more for their calves. I really wouldn't recommend it. It's kind of hard on your knees to have all that weight in your joints. One other thing real quick, since I'm mentioning joints, if you have like aching pain in your knees, shoulders, look at me, I'm all taped up, I should really be talking, elbows, in your joints, a fish oil and omega-3, sorry, I can't talk, is really, really good for your joints. It lubricates the joints or whatever. Also, glucosamine chondroitin, can't even say it, is also really good for the joints. Some nutrition stores, I know that GNC will sell a pack. It's a joint pack. It's kind of like the animal packs that Universal makes. It's a little plastic pack, and it has like a couple pills in it, and it's good for joint health. So it's one thing to think about if you have like cracking knees. I actually have really bad, not bad knees, but they crack from time to time. So something to think about. So there it is. Squat, how not to do it, how to do it, in a couple different variations. There's also a sumo squat too, which you can also hold like a barbell or a plate in your hands, and you're literally in a stance. Your toes are pointed out like a sumo wrestler, and it's down, and then push back up through your heels. The different variations of the squats, shoulder width is going to get your regular all over. Once you start changing the positions of your feet, close squat, close stance squat is going to hit more of your inner thigh. Wide is going to hit more of the outside of your glute, like out here. And then like sumo or plie squat is going to get more of the in your thigh and like the bottom of your glute muscles. So again, if I missed anything, please call me out, no problem. I won't be offended whatsoever. And I think that's pretty much it. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday and a great rest of the week. Again, message me if you have any questions, concerns. If anybody's interested in my Girl on Fire fitness program, please message me. I will go over rates and everything else. But until next Wednesday, guys, it's been great. All the best. Bye.